song like that? Let's see. See how that lead guy is louder? I do that on purpose. And you don't have to have a whole lot of fancy chords. Like when you're playing. So that's what your fingers are doing. Even in the Chet Atkins and Merle Travis style, you don't hear Chet go. I mean, it's the same finger thing, but you're muting the bass, so these strings. Style of Chet, you have your tonic and your subtonic like that. Like you're playing bass. I heard a lady playing some really good bass a while ago. She knows how to play bass. So you play the 1 and a 5 typically. Unless it's a jazz song, you stay on the 1. But typically you move your bass around. Right? Okay, you can't use this guy here. So you just gotta use your thumb. Well, you need those strings. You need those, so you just reduce it down, maybe do a couple. And then you mute it with this part of your hand right here. Same thing. It's the same. What Luther Perkins was doing is basically the bass pattern of the Chet Atkins style. He'd double it. Y'all know the song that got Johnny Cash out of prison? Was that it? That wasn't the song that got Johnny out of prison. No. Here it is. You ready? Okay, the difference between the Chet thing, Merle Travis, one time Grandpa Jones called me. I used to play guitar for Grandpa Jones. In fact, he said, I heard you play like Merle. I said, well, I tried to. I heard, can you harmonize? Yeah. And you know the old gospel songs? Yeah, that was my interview. Well, get on up here and pick. That was my audition. Got right up on stage and play with it. But one day, after we moved to Nashville, he'd always, sometimes he'd call me, I got a pan of hot, fresh, whole wheat biscuits and some sausage, and he sounded just like he did on TV, you know. Yeah, cornbread, turnip greens, candied yams, butter beans, black bread, you know. So anyway, I'd come over sometimes just to eat with him, you know. And then sometimes he'd say, and one time he'd call me and say, get over here, bring that big guitar. Well, it was an L5 Gibson, that's what it was. And I went over there and I saw this Cadillac, and it said 16 tons with the Oklahoma lights. I'm going, oh my Lord. I heard Merle Travis at that time lived in Oklahoma for a while. Oh my Lord, my heart just dropped to the floorboard of the car, and I'm going to meet Merle Travis. I can't believe it. I went in there, and he was just the nicest guy. And he told me, he says, you know, I'm just a honky-tonk guitar player, or I'm a honky-tonk piano player on the guitar. So he said, I'm just a honky-tonk piano player. And so he showed me a few things. Word check, check. Travis. But that was Merle. Boom, 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 boom. Let me play one